Welcome to 5-Minute Spotlight, Fyle's new rapid interview series featuring accounting leaders and partners providing exclusive business insights.
Hi everyone, my name is Vikram. I head partnerships at Fyle. Welcome to 5-Minute Spotlight interview series, where we bring you insights from industry leaders and our partners. Today we have Rahul Chitko, who's the executive director of Cyret. Cyret is a partner of ours. And we're thrilled to have you here on board, Rahul. Right, so Rahul, so let's dive right in. Could you give us a 30-second elevator pitch of what Cyret does?
Sure. So Cyret has predominantly we've been in business for about 20 years now, headquartered here in Virginia, the US, with operations that are in different countries. We service customers in different locations. Predominantly started out as an enterprise applications company where we are implementing supply chain, financials, procurement, business intelligence, and those kind of things for customers in a fairly wide various industries, whether it's manufacturing, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, logistics, industrial manufacturing, and those sort of companies. We are doing a lot of product development, like the outsourced product development and application development so that's the second area of the business pillar, if you will. The third is digital transformation and digital adoption capabilities. So a lot of companies moving towards that digital transformation initiatives. And the fourth area, which has been in the last probably about 5 years now into the making, is the process automation, which is where there's a lot of human-centric processes that are very, very time intensive. Some of them are very error prone, right? And we do a process automation for most of them, which includes industrial automation as well, which is whether it's IoT based and all that. Those are, I would say, the four key pillars of where our business is.
Awesome. That sounds super impressive, Rahul. In your view, what role does Cyret play in supporting clients' growth and success? There are multiple pillars that you spoke about, but from a client's perspective, what role do you think Cyret plays in their growth and success?
Yeah, and one key I would say is Cyret being a technology, but not a very product-centric partner, right? So we are bringing what is the right solution and what's the right platform and what's the right application, what's the right technology for our customers. So
talking about technology and automation, we work with a lot of accounting folks. What would be your sort of thoughts around AI and automation in the field of accounting?
Yes, and that's, I think, where Fyle has been an incredible strategic partner for us in that sense. Because as we look at the process automation in general, as well as the digital transformation initiatives, finance and accounting and procurement are some of the key functions that businesses are now looking at automating, right? Because traditionally it has been very manual, very paper-centric processes, right? And AI is now playing a tremendous role. To kind of give you an example of like when we are talking about procurement or when we're talking about finance, the customers are starting to implement, purchasing cards or travel cards and things like that. But there's a huge gap between that implementation and what is happening in their ability to collect the right data and being able to make sure that they're detecting fraud, they're detecting patterns, they're detecting who their violators are. And while some of it can be just the process itself, a lot of it is now being supplemented with AI.
Yeah, no, I mean that's it's fascinating, right? I mean how things are transforming so rapidly. I mean, we get asked this question quite often, Rahul. Is AI here to replace people? Our answer has been AI is here to probably replace people who don't leverage AI.
Exactly.
Right.
It's
So I
it's
think it's interesting. It's really interesting times that we're living in.
Yeah, and no, and I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because we get that same pushback when we're starting the discussions, right? People who are doing those activities day in, day out, for them, it is almost like, okay, if AI is going to come in and do it, then it's likely going to take that job away. But we've seen the other way around, where companies are looking at that person's efficiency and where they're saying, okay, by the way, our business is growing, and now I need three more of those people.
Right.
They're now realizing that AI's efficiency is saying, well, this person plus another half a person or another one person should sufficiently cater to the volume that is increasing, right? So rather than saying I need three people or five people, it's really coming down to saying we have so now efficiencies that we probably need two,
Yeah.
and the other hiring budgets can be utilized somewhere else.
Very true. Very true. On a more personal note, Rahul, could you specify one key habit that you think has contributed to your professional growth?
Yeah, I would say being curious and being inquisitive, because I love technology and what it can do for our customers. And to me, being curious and being inquisitive about what's coming, what's out there, what is coming a few probably months or maybe few quarters down the line, being able to continue to look at that and being curious about it, how's that impacting the cost and how's that impacting the efficiencies, I think has been valuable for me personally.
Awesome. That's yeah, that's great advice. I mean, for somebody who's looking to sort of grow in their professions, being curious definitely would be a key aspect to inculcate, I guess. Yeah, thanks for that. Any other closing thoughts, Rahul, before we close up?
Um, so I would say I think in general our relationship with Fyle has been phenomenal. We look at the technology and how the markets are moving. There is a tremendous need for applications that are going to bring the efficiencies that the customers are looking at without really breaking the bank, right? Because cost is a pressure that is there for all businesses. The number of technologies that are out there can become extremely challenging and misleading and sometimes scary, right? Because there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of overlap. And I think customers are taking the comfort that partners like us can really guide them without really breaking the bank, right? And we certainly look forward to working with you guys and as well as our customers to on their growth journey. I mean, our goal is to be that trusted partner for them.
Wonderful insights, Rahul. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your expertise. And thank you all viewers for tuning in. Stay tuned for more insights from industry leaders and our partners in the 5-Minute Spotlight series. This is Vic signing off.
Thank you for watching 5-Minute Spotlight with Fyle. If you enjoyed this interview, make sure to subscribe to Fyle's YouTube channel or follow us on LinkedIn to get updates about upcoming interviews. See you next time.